Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Hyundai Santa Fe. If you guys have a Hyundai Santa Fe, you need to remove or replace the fuel rail pressure sensor, guys. That is the fuel pressure sensor for the direct fuel injection. Stay with us, we'll explain where it's located, how to get to it, and how to safely remove and replace it. Make sure to stay until the end. We'll share very helpful information on how to avoid catching yourself or your car on fire. Now, you don't need to remove your engine out. To do that, we have the engine out due to the fact that we'll be making hundreds of videos that can potentially save you thousands of dollars, guys. And with the engine out, we can actually show with a great detail where everything is located, because otherwise in the vehicle, in some cases, it's almost impossible to get the camera and show with a great detail. So let's explain how to replace that sensor now. So this should work on Hyundai Santa Fe generation 2013 all the way to year 2016, guys, with a 2.4 GDI engine. Now let me introduce you to the channel quick. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart, we show you how to fix practically anything, guys. Why we do all that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. This engine, okay, will be completely taken apart. Transmission will show you how to fix almost anything on it. Another thing, if you need to buy any parts or tools, guys, okay, check out the link in the description of the video below and you can see where we get all the tools and parts from for a really good price and quick shipping as well. That's where we get all our supplies from. So this right here, okay, this is the engine. And before we start, let me tell you guys, if you have a Hyundai with a 2.4 GDI engine or other cars, check our main channel, Auto Repair, guys. We have helped more than 110 million people, guys. We have information that can save you thousands of dollars. So let's start on it now. So number one, guys, okay, before we start, let me tell you what you need to do. Disconnect your car battery, number one, because we'll be working with fuel. You don't want to have spark or any source of electricity, because you can simply catch on fire. Number two, guys, okay, on these modern cars, it really matters which battery terminal you disconnect or reconnect first, because if you do it the wrong way, you can cause damage to the engine computer, modules, computers, and that can be really expensive to fix. If you don't know which battery terminal to disconnect first and reconnect first, we have a special video that explains that, and I'll put the link in the description of the video below. Number three, guys, have a fire extinguisher on the side, and never work, okay, on a hot engine. Always on a cold engine, let it sit overnight. In order to get to the fuel rail, okay, and the direct fuel injectors, guys, you need to remove the intake manifold. Some of you may not know, okay, may actually know how to do that. If you want to see the complete video how to remove, guys, the intake manifold, it's on our channel. Everything step by step, how to remove intake manifold on Hyundai Santa Fe. Check it out. Once you remove, guys, your intake manifold, you want to make sure again the car battery is out, have fire extinguisher and all that side. You need to remove that foam piece, okay, that's around the fuel rail and the fuel sensors, because we'll be leaking fuel and you don't want fuel to get stuck there. Right here, okay, those are the direct fuel injectors, cylinder number 1, 2, 3, 4 respectively. And now, if you look at it, guys, that sensor right here, this is the sensor for the fuel rail, guys, okay. And how we, guys, remove and replace that thing? Number one, we need to actually cut that zip tie, okay, and later you need to install a new one. So that zip tie, okay, needs to be cut, okay. Number two, guys, okay, you need to disconnect the wiring harness. Okay, let's explain how you do that. Right here, okay, you come down, okay, you press until the clip is loose, and then you pull out. Okay, perfect. Now you're going to be leaking fuel. Be prepared. You'll be leaking a lot of fuel probably. So we need to get, okay, probably a paper towel, because okay, all that will be covered in fuel now, because all that fuel from the fuel rail will leak out. So right here I'm going to hold with 5/8, okay, to make sure we don't mess up the fuel rail, and then okay, with the adjustable wrench we're going to get it loose slowly. Now you can see it already started getting wet, dripping fuel everywhere. And if you need to buy a new sensor, we'll put the link in the description of the video below where you can get it from, guys, so please check it out. Now let's see how much fuel will come out. Okay, some, not too crazy much, because ours has been disconnected for a few days, so probably it evaporated. But this is, guys, the fuel rail pressure sensor. Okay, make sure you don't wipe anything on the inside if yours is good, because you can make it dirty and not read correctly, and or dirt gets stuck in the fuel injectors, and then you can say bye bye to your fuel injector. So that's the fuel rail, guys. Okay, fuel rail pressure sensor. That's how you guys remove it. Practically putting it together, okay, is in reverse order that we took it apart. Hopefully the video will be helpful to any of you needing that help. Thank you for watching and see you next time.